You're watching WJZ-TV with Baltimore's most watched 6 p.m. newscast in real-time closed captioning for the hearing impaired. This is Eyewitness News at 6.
I still love what I do. Still. Because every day I go to work, there's a chance that I will get to report perhaps the best story I've ever done. Every day I go to work, I get to keep my finger on a part of the important events of the day. That's a very important job to me, and I take it seriously, and I love it very much.
And love is the word that we are left with as we try and comprehend the loss of our dear friend and our colleague, Al Sanders.
Al died of cancer just before noon today, surrounded by his family at Johns Hopkins Hospital. Over the next 90 minutes, we're going to share with you some memories of Al tonight and some reactions to the loss of this remarkable, remarkable man.
He was indeed. Albert was a man of so many fine qualities. He was many things to the people here at the station and to those of you who shared each evening with him. He was a fine friend. He could be a first-rate jokester, but he was also an impeccable professional.
Al Sanders, Channel 13 Eyewitness News at the Baltimore City Council chambers.
And the water is a bit rough for this kind of experiment, but the project has paid off so far, 20 or more years later. And as you can see, some things remain the same. Those houses back there, well, the NFL throws the ball, Charlotte scores.
More than anything else, Al Sanders was a journalist. All the rest of it, anchor, TV personality, role model, all of that came second in his mind. He enjoyed digging up the story, sifting through the facts, and making it understandable.
Are there differences between the 20-year anniversary march and the 30-year anniversary?
Well, Pat, I think there were less people, today than, say, 10 years ago for the 20th. But in terms of intensity, I think the people here, the marchers today, were very much into what they were given in the way of a program. I remember 10 years ago, Stevie Wonder was singing Happy Birthday to You, and he really had the crowd going. Today, it may have been the Reverend Jesse Jackson who really electrified the crowd more than anyone else. So I think in terms of level of intensity, no, there's not a lot of difference, only a smaller number of people.
Putting things into perspective. That was something Albert did well, whether it was a news story or his own success.
It's gone quickly, hasn't it now?
What has, Robert?
You're 20 years.
20 years.
Oh.
He's been with you 18 of them.
That's right, that's right.
More than that.
More than that?
19.
19 of them.
19? Well, isn't that here? I'm fanning on camera.
Like his longtime partner and friend, Jerry Turner, Al never took himself too seriously. Jerry and Al were natural. You saw on the air what we saw in the newsroom.
We probably have a slight complaint with all the candidates, though, tonight, at least the major ones. They have wrapped it up so quickly that they've taken a lot of the old-time suspense and fun out of waiting.
I know. Besides that, I was planning on paying the mortgage off with the overtime.
That's right.
Sanders says a newspaper article was printed today. Oh my, let's just forget it. They're all happy and they're doing much better than I am right now. I will need a home to be adopted to soon.
Well, you can see we're overjoyed that the little furballs have homes.
Al called those experiences career nights, meaning that the managers upstairs were suddenly going to notice that chaos reigned on the set and send Al packing. It never happened, of course, but then again, there wasn't anything about that October day in 1972 to suggest that the baby-faced youngster from St. Louis was going to take Baltimore by storm. Al was only half kidding when he talked about that first day with John Buren and me.
Do you remember your first day here?
Yes, I do.
Do you remember who hired you?
Yes, I do.
Do you have anything you'd like to share with us about that first day?
The person who hired me, I said, hello, Bill. He said, by the way, that's call me by my last name, and I work upstairs, you work downstairs.
Oh, really? So there was a cordial relationship right from the start.
I thought, oh, my, what have I done?
When you walked in the door, how long did you really honestly expect to stay?
Well, see, I was told if you did well in Baltimore, they'd move you to Philadelphia.
What a prize, huh?
Yeah, nobody wants to go.
Al came to Baltimore after a career in radio and the TV announce booth. Once here, he refined his craft, learning to weave words, pictures, and sound to tell a story. By 1977, he was ready.
You know Al, and you like him. Now Al joins Jerry weeknights at 6 p.m. on Channel 13's Eyewitness News. Al Sanders and Jerry Turner. Together, they're better.
16 people died in that Chase, Maryland train crash.
Jerry Turner and Al Sanders. It was to become one of the most successful teams in television history. For 10 years, Jerry and Al formed a partnership that no one in Baltimore could match. Jerry put his finger on what made Al such a great partner.
He likes to find out about people, what makes them tick, and what their problems are, what their likes and dislikes are. Al is what I call a people person. Al Sanders has many interests. His family and television and news. Those are the things he likes most in life.
Early on, Jerry and Al took each other to their hometowns. It was supposed to be a ratings booster, but as Al said years later, something special happened.
You say you can't go home all you want to, but there's some part of home is still here.
Yeah, this is nice, and this brings back a lot of memories.
They say you can work with someone for years and never really get to know them. They weren't in Meridian, and they didn't go to St. Louis, where I was able to show Jerry a little of me. Looking back, it was a dream assignment, one that brought two television news reporters mutual respect and a closeness so often missing in our business. We weren't covering a major news story in either city. We simply formed a relationship that will last a lifetime. Good evening. I'm Al Sanders.
And I'm Denise Koch.
Tonight, the news is very painful for us to share with you. Our friend, Jerry Turner, is dead.
Jerry's death in 1987 devastated all of us. For Al, it was especially hard. He had to assume Jerry's position at the anchor desk and lead the Eyewitness News team at a moment when he was grieving for his friend. The extra anchoring duties meant fewer chances to get out on the street and report stories. Finally, he started a new project called Picture This. It was a chance to find people and to tell their stories with his trademark sensitivity and grace.
And despite constant cries for more police protection, there will never be a police officer stationed on every corner in the city.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
He has probably served over 40,000 warm muffins over the last 2.5 years. In her mother's eyes, every breath Shelby takes is a miracle.
This is Eyewitness News with Al Sanders. Denise Koch.
Al and I became partners in 1988, and we have shared the anchor desk through the good times and the bad. Greg started reports even Thanos' execution may not end this one mother's nightmares.
Take your shoes off, relax for a while. It's been a long day. I know.
And I thank you.
You know the principle of it, right?
Oh, I do.
You know, you see that old lady in the commercial, right? I mean, she gets up there and goes, you know. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I hope this is shtick.
No, wait.
The way our week is going, Dick, don't play with the lights, please.
And a birthday party for John, who didn't get one. Poor guy, because he's here working, and it's his big birthday.
Be big. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, he's singing.
Happy birthday, dear John. Happy birthday to you.
Come on,
That is a first.
my man.
That
Give
is
it
a
up for the big guy. That was big. Oh, that goes on the greatest hits reel. What do you think?
Yeah.
We all have memories of Albert. Kids remember him as a mentor, willing to talk to them about their futures. Others met him along the way and found out he really is just like the person they see on TV. In the newsroom, we remember the great writer and reporter, of course, but we also remember the colleague who always took his turn making the food run for the night team. And most of all, we remember this lovely man as our friend.
In every lovely summer's day, I'll always think of you that way. I'll be looking at the moon, but I